Isang mapagpalayang araw sa ating lahat and welcome to another episode of Pod Baklaya, Amplifying Voices for Gender Equality. Ako inyong Queen Mother na si Darla, your host. And today, we continue to celebrate and champion the LGBTQIA champions here in the province of Sultan Kudarat. At syempre, hindi na tayo magpatumpik-tumpik pa to welcome our first guest today. And I'm very proud to present our first guest because she has been our proud ally and a proud supporter of Baklaya para sa Lipunang Malaya. Currently, she is a senator of the University Student Government of Sultan Kudarat State University and as board member of SKSU Student Body Organization of Tacloban Campus. Help me welcome Ms. Zandra Kate Asturias.
Yay! Hello po, Pod Baklaya. Hi, Mix Prince.
Hi, Zandra. Thank you so much for being here and we are very happy to have you.
Thank you as
So,
well po.
let's start yung chikahan natin, di ba? Kasi you have been our supporter since then.
Yes.
And for the information of everybody, we have been partners in several campaigns here in Sultan Kudarat. So, I really appreciate and value the support na binibigay ng SKSU Student Body Organization sa Baklaya at sa Pod Baklaya. So, Zandra, di ba, sa fight kasi natin for equality, we always want to have a unified goal.
Yes.
Na parang hindi lang puro LGBTQIA, pero we want to have allies. So, bakit importante na may allies sa ating campaign for equality?
Especially po sa mga communities, like there are lots of communities where allies like LGBTQIA plus community really feel 100% welcomed and 100% valued and heard. But sadly, unfortunately, there are also allies or parts of the community, parts of the members of the community where belong sila sa environments where hindi talaga sila 100% feel welcomed and heard and valued. And damang-dama ito sa mga different environments like institutions and also workspaces. Now, importante po na magkaroon talaga ng allies, hindi lang yung empowerment nag-uumpisa at nagtatapos sa atin-atin within our community. Mahalaga rin talaga na magkaroon ng partnership and team with the ones who have unified visions and goals as us. Lalo na sa mga institutions where it should be a safe space for freedom and expression, like sabihin natin to be specific university. I mean, yes, meron tayong mga specific sectors like gender and development offices. We also have, student leaders or even the administration itself. They could say that yes, they are pro-diversity. They are for allied din natin sila for sexual orientation and gender equality. That's good. I think that's a great thing. But it is also crucial to involve sa mga allies and partnerships because itong mga allies na ito, itong community na ito, kailangan natin sila dahil ang SOGI or Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity Equality, focus nila ito. So, minor conversations, they turn the minor conversations sa isang institution into major discussions. Kasi hindi natin mapagkakaila, for example, sa isang learning setting. Sinasabi nila na pantay-pantay ang karapatan ng kalalakihan at kababahihan. Pero pag meron din silang other discussions like LGBTQ, meron din silang karapatan. Kailangan din natin silang respetuhin. Parang ganun, ma'am. Parang like, ano yun? Parang second option.
Tama.
Parang, oo.
Ikaw, di ba? Parang okay,
yeah.
kami, meron din ba kami?
Oo. Parang, salamat sa tira-tirang karapatan.
Kanong kaya, di ba? Kung
dapat,
ano lang meron, yun lang
yeah,
amin.
dapat
Diba?
meron
Which is,
talaga.
hindi talaga. Tama, which is
Oo.
dapat lahat tayo.
Yes. And
Ally naman, di ba? Or LGBT,
Yes.
lalaki, babae,
Opo.
straight or hindi. Dapat equal
Yes.
rights.
And
Ayan.
at some point, so makonsider natin na minor conversation lang talaga yung usaping LGBTQIA+. And through allies, through partnerships, institutions partnering with organizations like Baklaya, we could turn the minor conversation into something huge, something big, na tayo naman yung bida, tayo na naman yung pinag-uusapan. And actually a very, very crucial and important thing, lalo na sa mga community members natin, na again, napabilang sa isang environment na they do not really feel 100% heard.
Correct.
So,
So,
yun,
hindi lang naman
importante
tayo
pa.
gumagawa ng ingay for ingay's sake, di ba?
Yes.
So, gumagawa tayo ng ingay to steer the conversation and say a message, oy, nandito din kami, we need rights, same like you. So, napakaganda yan. So, in relation to that, Zan, alam mo naman, di ba, in Baklaya, we have been partnered for several forums and campaigns inside and outside the university, especially in communities as well. Nalibot natin ang Sultan Kudarat, ang Region 12. So, ulit-ulit ko siyang tinatanong, what is the importance, bakit kailangan pa rin natin mga campaigns na ganito, lalo sa loob ng universities or mga schools natin?
Okay. Mahalaga talaga yung mga campaigns na ito, specifically the ones that we are fighting for, gender equality and sexual orientation, empowerment and awareness, lalo na sa mga youth. And for me, ang mga campaigns kasi, it's also a form of representation for the members of the community to feel represented naman. Hindi lang as a category, as a minor sector, talagang isang plataforma na kung saan sila ang bida, sila ang star ba? Parang ganon. And mapapansin ko kasi sa mga universities, especially sa mga universities po, it's really, really a great avenue and platform yung mga own ways nila of empowerment, no? By concept, they could say that they are for pro-diversity. They could say that they support each other's freedom, which is good. And doon na yung motivation. Pero through campaigns kasi and through allyship, through allies, we could redirect the empowerment into action. Parang we could humanize the empowerment, hindi lang through concept, hindi lang through ideology. So, masasabi natin sa mga universities like, okay, let's say the admin is they are supportive of our sisters, friends. Now, how do they typically leverage it? Siguro, masasabi natin sa ating community, like, they spearhead mga fun activities like pageants or third gender sports. Maganda din yon. Tapos, meron din tayong mga parade dito, which is napakaganda. It's also a good form of campaigning. Pero mahalaga din ang mga ganitong usapin because we could humanize the empowerment hindi lang through concept and hindi lang through fun activities and events, but also to really, really give solutions to grassroots levels at ipaintindi ang kahalagahan ng sexual orientation and gender identity equality through proper education talaga. You know, maalang laki ng pasasalamat ko sa Baklaya at ang campaign nila as partner organizations namin sa aming university. Dahil maliban sa, okay, meron na nga talagang space, a safe space ang ating mga queer members in the institution, pero mahalaga rin na talagang makilala natin sila on the very grassroots level. Madami kaming mga natutunan na talagang hindi pa namin narinig ever before, yung mga proper pronouns, yung mga existing pa na mga oppression ng ating community members, talagang napakahalaga siya na diskusyon. So, campaigns like this are really, really important, lalo na sa representation, hindi lang sa ganitong typical na diskurso, maging sa mga decision-making, especially sa university po.
Yeah, so in relation to that, tama kasi Zane, parang we establish campaigns, pero yung end goal kasi naman natin, we want to lobby policies, kasi we have to change something in order to be gender inclusive and adaptive to the situations that we have. And syempre, tama yung sinabi mo na because of that, napapaisip yung mga audience and mga students, may mga ganito pala.
Yes.
And then hindi lang pala isolated yung fight, diba, namin dito. So kaya I really love giving talks to schools and universities kasi mas napapalapit natin yung campaign. And in relation to that, because you also hold an important position, both sa SBO ninyo and especially in the university student government, which is, I believe, the highest policy-making body for students in your university. So, given that na may mga campaigns naman tayo, so how can we strengthen these campaigns para yung mga fight natin for equality will be translated into gender-inclusive policies within the university? Because in our conversation before, marami tayong narinig ng mga reklamo, especially for trans students, not allowed to enter the university because of their hair and the way they wear uniform. And then, may iba pa din na parang even if you're an LGBTQIA member, they don't feel that safe space na which is dapat nasa loob yung university. So, how can we translate that campaign into, especially, to the work that you're doing for the students?
As a student leader, talagang we empathize with the sentiments of our queer community. Talagang we really feel sad din na kahit pa sabihin natin na everyone is already open, everyone is already aware and educated, pero talagang may mga ganyan pa na mga very unfortunate na mga pangyayari and talagang nakakalungkot yun. But also, how could we leverage our empowerment through sustainable practices, through policies, lalo na sa mga importanteng environments like universities? Well, kung iisipin siya, lalo na if you're a queer person in an institution na masasabi natin kahit pa paano medyo secluded pa at saka conservative, sometimes hindi rin natin makakaila na those people will feel helpless and hopeless in their personal end. Pero mahalaga na magkaroon tayo ng mga student leaders or administration na they are really, really, hindi lang masasabi nating ally when in terms of ideology and in concept, but also talagang they want to be with us in pursuing policies na talagang sustainable. Halimbawa na lang po yung mga struggles na pinagdadaanan ng ating mga students, hindi lang sa institutions dito sa Sultan Kudarat, but also sa whole Philippines. Ang dami-dami pong hanggang ngayon, yan pa rin ang pakikibaka ng ating mga students. But it's actually quite simple if isipin lang ang process. Mahalaga na magkaroon ng student leaders na talagang same ang ating vision and mission in fighting the oppression and discrimination sa ating institution. Dahil, importante po ito to give voice and representation on the policy-making table. Kasi kahit pa sabihin natin na the administration is really for students and they want to give all the rights and privileges sa kanilang mga students, ang dami-dami po kasi talagang problema na sinusolve din ng academe. That's why meron tayong different offices to leverage our concerns into solutions. At ang student leaders, ang student governing offices, ang isa sa mga people na responsible po to hearing your concerns. So, how could we leverage it? Actually, aside from student leaders, every people in the institution could actually voice out. So, hindi siya kailangan talaga ng very loud and chaotic medium of raising our concerns. Sa ganito lang na diskusyon, isang heart-to-heart talk, isang open conversation, dapat meron tayong administration na talagang may hearing ears, na pinapakinggan tayo, and then just an open conversation where we feel safe na ganito po ang aming nararanasan, ito po ang aming struggles, and I'm very much confident naman na ang mga nailoklok sa posisyon, they will do their job as well responsibly talaga. Para yung mga concerns, we could leverage into policies na talaga makaprovide ng sustainable solutions on the long run po.
Yes, because I'm also a student leader before. And,
Yes.
and I appreciate the things that you're doing because hindi madali ang positions ninyo, especially you are confronted in a situation na to balance the needs of the students at the same time, the resources and the capacities of the institution that you're in, di ba? But gusto ko din yung sinabi mo kanina, Zan, na parang it doesn't have to be chaotic because may mga avenues kayo where students can really raise their concerns, di ba?
Opo.
Which is, safe spaces nga talaga dapat yung natin, yung fight. And tama din yung sabi mo, Zan, na kanina kasi, di ba, in the information of everybody, na parang yung iba kasi takot mag-raise ng concern
Opo.
because these topics are very controversial and very sensitive. And these concerns are personal. Di ba? Ayaw din nila maging matrivialize yung buhay
Yes.
nila because dahil they are member of the LGBTQIA community, di ba? They also don't want to be subject sa mga jokes or mga kakatawanan na ginagawa ng ibang people. So that's why I really appreciate the things that you're doing kasi hindi madali, pero kahit even if the struggle is there, you still continue to push through and fight for the rights of the students. So continue lang ninyo yan, and I know the students will be happy and will really appreciate the efforts that you're doing to promote inclusivity talaga
Yes,
sa
hopefully.
institution.
Yes po.
Hindi siya madali. I've been in that situation
Opo,
and I'm
sobra.
really happy na pinapatuloy niyo yung mga ganong activities. And for the students as well and for the others na hindi pa rin supported, di ba, sa pinaglalaban natin, you can be an ally. You don't have to be a
Yes.
member ng LGBTQIA community para maging supportive sa fight natin
Or
for
maging
equality.
forefront
So,
talaga.
di ba, important talaga na allies at hindi lang nakakulong sa LGBTQIA community yung
Yes.
fight natin. So, I really, really love that one. And at least now, I can see that student leaders are really standing up and fighting for our rights inside and outside the
As we
university. Yeah, tama. As we
Tama.
should.
Dapat lang talaga.
And syempre, ito din kasi yung struggle din natin because we know we brand the university as a safe space. And alam natin, hindi lang naman siya yung area na we cannot expect everyone to have the same level of understanding kasi iba-iba yung experiences natin. So dito, sa loob ng institution, sa loob ng school or university, may iba't ibang beliefs, paniniwala na pinaglalaban din ng iba't ibang grupo, di ba, na iba't ibang tao.
Yes.
But in our fight, especially for fight for equality, di ba, controversial na nga siya, sensitive pa siya, and for sure, madaming comment ang tao dyan sa fight natin. So, gusto kong malaman, especially here in Sultan Kudarat, we are diverse. Yung
Yes.
students sa schools ninyo, hindi lang naman yun from Sultan Kudarat. They also come from different provinces and I think regions as well, di ba, ng Mindanao and ng Philippines. So, because of that diversity, and then pinaglalaban natin diversity, inclusion, and equality, how did you navigate yung mga differences ng iba't ibang sektor, iba't ibang grupo, so that you can come up that this fight for equality is not only for LGBTQIA community because this fight is for everyone as well. So, paano nyo binabalance out yung mga ganong iba't ibang differences?
Okay. So, I think one of the strongest suits talaga ng Sultan Kudarat as a province and as a whole, talagang we embrace diversity. We really embrace differences. Kaya para sa akin, on our personal end, parang hindi na siya masyadong mahirap na pasukin yung differences, lalo na sa beliefs and ideologies. Sa religion pa lang, culture and tradition, talagang sari-sari na ang ating probinsya. Very rich when in terms of that. Talagang hindi na tayo, para sa akin, hindi na tayo need ng malaking adjustments dahil nasanay na tayo makahalubilo ng mga cultures na different from one another. And I think it's a good start. Dito naman sa sektor ng sexuality and gender, masasabi natin na kahit papaano, hindi na tayo zero. Hindi na tayo talagang mag-work from the ground up dahil meron ng mga natatag ng mga institutions, organizations, and even our institutions, the highest institutions dito sa ating province and local communities, meron nang nasimulan, which really made it easier for us, student leaders or students in an institution, na sa aming munting environment, mapatupad namin yung mga specific things like policies or events or programs specifically for our community at hindi na tayo mahirapan given meron tayong mga existing differences and beliefs and ideologies, and it's really, really a good thing po. Now, hindi natin maiwasan no, na it's really a controversy given na hindi natin talaga masasabi na 100% we are 100% empowered and inclusive na talaga. Of course, meron pa rin natitirang oppression and discrimination. At kahit sa simpleng institution like schools, talagang meron pa. So how do we deal with that? Gaya nga po ng sinabi ko, it really doesn't have to be a major chaos, or it doesn't really have to be a source of pag-aaway pa or alitan. Dahil ang gusto naman po natin is unity, right? We really want to empower our advocacies in the most healthiest manner. So as much as we want to be heard and we want to be valued, we also have to recognize na itong mga taong ito na may different ideology from us, ano din sila, they also have their existing values na hindi naman pinanganak sila tapos homophobic na sila.
Correct. Hindi
Wala
naman,
namang
tama
ganon.
naman.
Wala namang ganon.
May hugot din
Oo,
naman, siguro, may backstory, di ba, for kung ano man yung kanila.
Yes.
Bakit nila
Oo.
naisip ng ganyan?
It's also a product of their environment, culture, kaya mahalaga yung mga ganitong discussions, gaya ng ginagawa ng Baklaya, na parang isang very intimate lang and very healthy manner of educating. Dahan-dahan lang, baby steps, tapos konting introduction sa kanila, what we are fighting for, tapos yung background natin, parang ganun. Mahalaga talaga yun po siya. Para yung differences, hindi naman natin ma-expect na like, it's a walk in the park or like one day change, ayan na, nagbago na, meron na tayong tinatawag na openness and 100% inclusiveness. Hindi naman po natin
It's a process nga, di ba? Step by step hanggang sumakses.
Yes.
Hanggang sumakses
So,
tayo
yan
sa
po.
life. Dapat ganun yung mindset. And tama, Zani, kasi hindi natin siya kalaban.
Oo, wala.
Oo, I mean, gets naman natin na hindi pa sila siguro supportive sa atin, pero yung intindihin din natin, there is still hope na magbago, hope na maging ally sila, and maintindihan yung pinaglalaban talaga natin. And tama naman, chaotic na yung mundo, wag na nating dagdagan yung ingay tsaka pagkaaway-away sa ating lipunan just to fight for equality. So, thank you so much, San, for appreciating the things we're doing, and I also appreciate the things that you're doing as well for the student body. Kasi, as alam na naman natin, insultan ko that we have a rich in culture, diverse setting, but these kind of setup doesn't hinder us to bring up these conversations for them to be aware and for them to engage as well. So very kwan talaga siya, di ba? And parang I think this is a unique setting here in our situation where we are right now. And for my last question na lang, Zan, since di ba, you have been an ally, you have been our champion for these kind of activities and for these kind of causes. And so, what's your message sa mga siguro, sa mga youth pa dyan or student leaders na parang nagdadalawang isip pa kung I should, kasi ang iba hindi naman sila member ng LGBTQI community, how they can be as an ally in our fight?
Sa mga kapwa ko po, youth leaders, may it be in institutions like universities, mga student leaders, o di kaya naman mga youth officials ng mga local communities and others as well. It's really, really great na tayo yung maging avenue of representation, tayo ang maging bosses, lalo na if we really hold huge responsibility in our community. Mahalaga talaga na parte ng ating advocacy ang fight for equality, fight for the inclusiveness ng ating sexual orientation and gender identity equality. mahalaga na nanggagaling sa ating youth leaders itong fight na ito, na maging kasapi tayo. Because we hold important voices, we hold important roles, especially gaya nga ng isang university policy-making body, also representation sa isang community. Mahalaga po ang ating role. Kaya sana po, huwag tayo mag-hold back. Kahit hindi naman po tayo kasapi ng community, but still, kagaya nga ng Women's Month celebration, hindi naman siya secluded sa women only. Pati ang mga kalalakihan and other sisters din natin, we celebrate as one. Dahil ang celebration naman, hindi naman siya secluded or isolated sa isang sector lang. Kagaya din po yan sa fight natin for equality. Hindi po siya secluded sa mga members lang. Lahat po tayo, basta naniniwala po tayo sa equal human rights, then go na tayo dyan. Huwag na po tayo mag-hold back and gawin po natin ang best natin kahit papaano. If we are leaders, especially when we are leaders, hindi pwede na pili lang ng sektor yung ating paglilingkuran. Lahat po tayo, including our members of community po.
Ayan, so thank you so much, Dan. That's a very enriching discussions. Tama nga, di ba? As student leaders, we don't just hold the voice, but we are placed in a position where decisions are being made.
Yes.
And these LGBTQI community members or supporters or allies need to have that strong representation kung saan ginagawa yung mga important decisions that will affect us in one way or another. And ang ganda nung example, Women's Month. Kahit hindi naman women nakikipag-celebrate ng Women's Month. So that's why we also need to celebrate Pride Month or we have to celebrate equality because lahat naman tayo ay deserving ng equal rights. So,
Yes.
Thank you so much, Azan, for this enriching conversation. So, that's a wrap for today's episode. And once again, thank you, Miss Zandra, for
Thank you din po.
for your presence today. And don't worry, marami pa tayong mga aabang episodes sa Pod Baklaya. And don't forget to subscribe and like in our official Facebook page, Facebook group, TikTok, and Instagram, and YouTube para sa mga upcoming episodes namin. At madami pa tayong mga pasabog na guests for Pod Baklaya. So once again, ito inyong Queen Mother na si Darla. At ito ang Pod Baklaya, amplifying voices for gender equality at tuloy ang ating laban tungo sa isang lipunang malaya at mapagpalaya.
Yay!